Welcome back, Game with King family, to another F1 Manager video, and we're here for our Brazilian Grand Prix. We're going to be using a brand new editing style. We're trying out a new editing style and see if you guys like it. So let me know down in the comments if you prefer this editing style or you prefer the other editing style that I've been using. All right, so for this one, we've just gotten our CMD points, and we can see here where our car is calling for more brake cooling. George Russell is calling for more defending, but we're not giving him any points for defending. I prefer to give him my points for overtaking or something to do else other than defend, because we rarely defend with him anyways. All right, so we're going to be developing some new parts for our car here, and we have a good little distance to our next race. So we're going to be getting into some development. So suspension is where brake cooling is. So we're going to be giving some brake cooling. So how I like to do my developments, I like to develop like 3 parts at a time. So I will like divide it evenly between 3 parts. And that's what I like to do. So we're going to go 19 points of wind tunnel time, 1.4 of CDF time, and that should be good enough for our brake cooling. As you can see, brake cooling is now going to be at 57%. I'm going to develop that part. How much engineers? We want to make it evenly, so we're going to put 3 there. It says that it's not going to reach completion date, so we'll have to bring it up to rush. So it takes about 16 days, so we're definitely going to be bringing it up to rush so it completes before the end of the season. All right, so we're going to go with that.
The carnival atmosphere has already started here in Sao Paulo as Brazil welcomes the Formula One Grand Prix. The Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache has been a staple of the racing calendar for decades, and soon we'll once again be watching the best drivers in the world give it their all. The Sao Paulo track is beautifully designed to present an enticing challenge for teams and drivers alike. Between medium-speed S-corners, hill climbs, and the high-speed section after Junção, this circuit calls for cars to have a balanced setup to succeed here. This is it. We're down to the last few races of the season, and it's time for that final push. Who will be crowned champion at the end of it all? We'll find out soon enough. There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One.
Alright guys, so we're going to be jumping now into our free practice session. If you have not seen our video on how to make the most out of your free practice session, make sure you check that out. And as I said, we're going to be going for a different approach in editing here. So we're going to be showing you pieces of free practice instead of jumping to the end. Alright, let's jump on into it.
That sounds like someone's gone wide there. Let's
Hamilton running wide in free practice here. Take a quick look. Little off. So we have to be mindful of Hamilton running wide throughout the race. Since he run wide in free practice, we have to be mindful of him and his run.
The replay. So let's look at this. There's
Big
Sergio
crash
Perez.
in free practice 1 with Sergio Perez here.
And there we see the crash.
Ooh. Man.
The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly.
He should be out of free practice 1 with that crash. Yep, Perez out. Virtual safety car. My free practices are not about times. I normally have the worst times on the track from free practice. And we forgot to put in our rookie driver. Alright. Alright, so 30 and 27 for free practice 1 for our drivers. Let's see what we can do with them in free practice 2. Look at that. Crazy crash. Look at that crash.
Here's George Russell.
George Russell. Got topped by Sainz. And there we go.
Oh no! And there's the crash.
What a crazy crash that was.
There'll be questions asked about that later. That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Car retired. George Russell.
It's a collision. collision.
George Russell retired. He's out. Sainz is out. All right, after a gruesome crash from George Russell, we see Lewis Hamilton tapping the time charts with his setup reaching at 92%. So we're going to keep working on that. We have a lot to do with George Russell because he crashed out there. So let's keep going.
Now, just watch
Here
the
we see Lewis
Mercedes
Hamilton
here.
locking up,
Going
stopping
wide
by
like
the
that
track
could cost
in
them
FP3.
valuable time.
But he's back out. He didn't hit the car,
team are
and that's the
devastated.
best part.
They'll be questioning
As
just
long as he
what
didn't hit
happened
the
out there.
car, we're good. Let's keep going. All right, so there was our free practice. We managed to get Lewis Hamilton P9, George Russell P13. Though I don't really worry about time. I don't really watch the timing screen when I'm doing free practice. I just worry about getting my actualization up and my setup up. So we did 14 out of 15 this time around. 14 out of 15 for George Russell, who did crash out in FP2. 46% actualization and 97% actualization for Lewis Hamilton. And yeah, hopefully that's good enough for the race. Let's jump on into it, into our qualifying session, and get through. Here we go for our qualifying session. I had to buy a brand new engine for George Russell, as I didn't realize how badly damaged his engine was from that crash. And we're going to send both our drivers out here for our first run. All right, beautiful first run here from our team. I doubt we'll have to run this one again. Definitely doubt we can. I think we should be able to get through with one run, so we're gonna speed it up to the end so we can get through with this one run. All right, so here goes our final Q2 run. Let's see how we do. Hamilton improving over Bottas. Will George Russell improve over Bottas as well? Yep, Russell improves over Hamilton as well. So great run. Look at that. One of the AIs jump out in front. Gasly. So he's going to be slowing down Lewis, but Lewis has Verstappen. All right, so this should be a good run. This should be a good run. Let's watch and see. Final run. As Hamilton is behind Verstappen, so he should get a slipstream behind Verstappen. Here we go. Close down that gap, Hamilton. Let's go, Lewis. George Russell. Nice on Gasly. Nice green sector for Hamilton. Come on, Lewis. Second green sector. Who locked up? Leclerc locked up. Where was Leclerc? He was behind us. So that's no problem of ours. He was behind us. And here we go. Lewis Hamilton crossing the line. Yep, P4 Hamilton crossed the line. Let's see if he leads out at P4. Carlos Sainz behind. Yep, Perez. Let's see where Perez and Sainz finish. Sainz remain in P2 and Perez remain in P5. So, yep, there it is. Lewis Hamilton, P4. George Russell, P8. But he'll have a grid penalty, so he'll drop way back. All right. So, there you go with our qualifying session. We're going to be jumping into the race. So, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this new editing style. Do you prefer this, or do you prefer more of the race? Let me know down in the comment, because we'll have to cut a good amount of the race to make the video fit. All right, So remember to smash that like button if you haven't already smashed that like button. And let's jump on into the Brazilian Grand Prix.
The time has come to fight it out. It's race day.
We saw a reasonable push from Mercedes in qualifying, and they'll have plenty of opportunities here to achieve a great result. Ferrari performed brilliantly during qualifying and will be very pleased with their grid positions. But the challenge for them will be to keep the momentum going during the race. And the weather is sunny here today, apart from a few clouds. Let's hope they remain scattered on the horizon.
As ever though, the teams will be paying close attention to their strategies as the race approaches. Here we go, folks. This is the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Alright guys, so here we go for strategy. Lewis Hamilton starting P3. Seems like somebody got a grip penalty up there, pushing him up. George Russell starting at P19 because of his brand new engine that we had to swap in because he damaged his engine in his crash in free practice, and we could not switch it out unless we purchase a new engine. So he just had to take that penalty right there. So let's jump on into it. To the Brazilian Grand Prix. Remember to smash that like button, guys. Let's get some likes on this video. Really appreciate you guys for all your support. Let's go.
Starting in third place, they're in a really good position for this race. And here we can see Russell. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. The teams are ready to go. Who will win? Only time will tell, here at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go.
Let's go up, overtake with both drivers right away. As you can see, the ERS bar has not yet been activated. So you have that little bit of time to go overtake really quick until it starts to activate. There you go. There is Carlos Sainz trying to go down on Lewis Hamilton, but Hamilton did well to hold him off. George Russell already picked up 2 positions, burning that ERS, using that overtake. There we go. George Russell up to P16. Great start from Russell from P19 to P16. In a few corners, Lewis Hamilton already out there. Russell picked up 2 positions. Great overtake from George Russell there. We saw it. All right. And after this lap, we're then going to cut it down to standard. Just waiting for the lap to finish, so our drivers use as much on that start. Another car spun. Which car? Oh man, look at that! A car spun, and our drivers are being blocked up. There he is right there. George Russell got caught up in that block up. Oh man, he's gonna lose a good amount of time. We saw that happen. Oh man, and it's a virtual safety car. Let's watch that crash. I was pressing triangle. We didn't want to do the safety. And I was pressing triangle to watch the crash. But we didn't get to watch it. Virtual safety car. Russell, another car pulling off the map there. Don't know what happened there to that car either. Alright, so virtual safety. We're gonna go light. Let's go light. On the virtual safety, we're gonna harvest on our ERS. We're gonna conserve on our fuel as well as we wait for the virtual safety to end.
Increase in lift and coast just a little.
Yep, so we're just keeping it nice and cool, everything nice and cool until that virtual. We see Magnussen and Zhou in the pits, so one of them crashed out and one of them caused the virtual safety.
Keep the delta negative.
So we're just gonna charge our pack a bit here.
So just charge that pack.
And keep the most off our tires. Alright, so we're keeping as much as we can. We want to wait for them to say virtual safety ending. Then we're gonna cut it back up. So once they say VRC is ending, we're gonna cut it up back. Where is George Russell? To the leader. 17 seconds off the leader. He's way behind Perez. He got blocked up in that So from Ricardo got blocked up when those cars crashed out. Crazy. He's gonna have to work really hard to make a comeback. But that's alright, he can do it. As we say, fuel and charge our pack. So the virtual safety should end about this lap. So we're gonna speed it up to the end of the virtual safety. Speed it back down. Virtual safety is ending. You want to cut them back up to standard, standard, balance, balance. And since we charged our pack so much, we're going to kick off our pack or race start with overtake. Let's speed up to the race start. There we go. Arma racing conditions. We're back on.
Ending.
Lewis Hamilton dropped way back behind Verstappen. I don't know how. I don't know how.
So use these tires.
Don't know how he dropped so far back. But we're going to be pushing this lap with our
Overtake will be available.
overtake. I don't know how Lewis dropped so far back. When it was a virtual safety. I don't know. Was it that because we were conserving and it's different from the safety car? Probably. Yeah, probably because we were conserving and it's different from the safety car. That's why he dropped way back, probably. But 2 laps to DRS. All right, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna push him up to attack, and I'm gonna push him to push, and I'm gonna push him to deploy, as we want him to close down that gap to the leaders. Yeah, we want Hamilton to go catch up. So we want that gap to be closed down so he could catch up. And we're basically going to do the same for George Russell here. And we're going to put him up to push and go deploy. So he can catch up to Perez. There's Perez right there.
Now. Copy.
Yeah, so we want to be within DRS when the DRS starts.
Your fastest man on track.
George Russell get the fastest lap there. So we just got to push them to make up back this time. Here we go. All right, Hamilton looking good all over Perez, all over Verstappen. George Russell all over Perez. All right, we're going to go up to overtake with Russell here.
You have overtake.
See if he can get a clean break on Perez down this straight.
Sweat Lewis.
Lewis has now picked up Verstappen. Who's going to take him back because he's going to have DRS. Let's watch that.
Let's take a closer look. Now watch
Nice
this.
drive from Lewis Hamilton
got this one.
with DRS around Max Verstappen. Moving up to P2. Beautiful drive. And Verstappen is going to come back at him on the next straight with DRS. Let's see if Lewis can defend and hold him off. Yep, so Lewis did a great job at defending and hold off Verstappen. And we're going to cut back down to Harvest.
To charge a bit the pack.
With Russell.
Covering.
As he tries now DRS on Perez. And Sainz and Vettel. Tried to get around there. No opening. Cutting back up to overtake here.
So you have overtake.
So we'll try and use the overtake in these tight corners where DRS will not be. So we'll try to like dive down and inside or something. Hamilton 3.4 behind Leclerc as him and Verstappen DRS train each other. That's what's going to happen there. We want to get Russell around.
So watch out.
Here comes George Russell.
Copy.
There we go. We got Perez. Come on. You got this. You got this, Russell. All right. We didn't got it. We didn't get it. He wanted some more ERS, so we're going to charge.
Copy.
He wanted a little more ERS. All right. So our tire degs are looking good. We're going to cut them up down to the highest pace possible. Oh, who's that spin out? Somebody spun out there. Somebody spun out there.
Red Bull gained a place.
Verstappen overtook Hamilton.
Now
Let's
here we
watch that.
see
And
Max
somebody spun
Verstappen.
out. Yep, they're going to DRS train each other behind Leclerc. So hopefully
Moving
that
up a
DRS
place
train
there.
helps
Excellent
to
work.
close down that gap to Leclerc. But I want to see who spun out.
It's a spin.
Yeah,
Here's
that's
the
what I want to
replay.
see. It was
Let's have a
Vettel.
look here. This
All
was
right,
the
Vettel
Aston
under
Martin.
pressure. And he
What
spun.
a spin out.
And Russell is right there to pick up that spun. And when he takes that corner, you should see that blue bar go up and the ERS goes down.
This is awesome work. Come on.
There you can see Hamilton take back out Verstappen, and now we're done. So we're going
It's
to
a
cut
race
to harvest.
position gained for Mercedes.
Let's watch that
Let's
as
take a
George
look at
Russell
the
tries
replay.
to overtake in
Now,
the back
just
here.
watch the Mercedes here.
DRS down the straight. So they're going to keep doing that with each other, DRSing each other. Hopefully that's good enough for them to catch up.
So charge the pack.
Here goes George Russell down the inside. Beautiful overtake there from Russell, taking down Perez and Stroll all at once and then pulling away way out of DRS. Great drive from Russell. Let's bring him back down to harvest.
Let's see what
Verstappen,
happened
let's
there.
watch that.
We're just watching the Red Bull.
Verstappen overtaking back Hamilton. So that's going to be their battle. Back and forth, back and forth. Another car spun. Which car spun?
Sounds like we've had a spin. Let's
Was
take
that
a closer
Verstappen?
look. Now here we see Max Verstappen.
Uh-huh. Ooh, spinning
Look
out.
at
Lewis
that.
Hamilton
They've
is
spun
gone.
their car.
So Lewis Hamilton is gone.
Yeah, copy.
Hamilton is gone. So we can now go push Hamilton to go see if we can go and catch up to Leclerc. Verstappen spun, which is in a few laps with both drivers. See, 1 lap to go. And somebody else has just spun. Ran off the track or something.
Who's running wide there?
Bottas
Take a
run
look
wide.
now.
Let's take a look
Now
at
we
that.
see Valtteri Bottas.
And he run
And they've
wide.
gone wide.
Ooh,
Way wide.
way wide. Where is
And
Bottas,
that
by the
was
way?
a-
We want to see where is Bottas. All right, so he's P8 and he just run wide. So Russell also picked up Ricardo. Nice battle here for George Russell. Let's cut him up to overtake.
Overtake.
And we'll cut Lewis down to neutral.
Here's
Let's
the
watch that
replay.
overtake from
Now,
Russell.
Just watch the Mercedes here.
Around the inside. Beautiful overtake there from George to take that position from Ricardo there.
Gaining
And
a
then
position
he's
there.
pulling
They make it
away.
look so easy.
All right, so now we have Bottas up the road and I think Tsunoda
Team watching
up
on,
the road.
and clearly
I think Bottas and Tsunoda up the road here. Yep, Bottas and Tsunoda up the road. So we're going to let Russell charge them down and see if he can catch up. All right, Lewis looks like he run wide. Did he? I don't know. Is race? Yep, Hamilton run wide. Let's take a look. He run wide. Just a little bit, not a lot, so he didn't lose too much time. So I like those kind of running wide, you know, you don't lose too much time. 1 lap to his pit window. We're gonna push this lap
And think about left lifting coast.
and overtake here as we go into his pit window. Let's speed it up. And we see Leclerc did not pit. So Hamilton now for his pit window, put in his go to pit orders. We're coming back for hard tires for Lewis.
There's been a lockup.
Latifi locking up.
Box.
Verstappen box. So let's see if we can clear. If we could clear and put in a really fast lap. Sainz, Ocon, Gasly, Bottas in the pits. So
in the pit lane now.
Russell should be able to catch them. Let's see if Russell catches Verstappen. That would be really good. There we go. George Russell catching Verstappen. Really, really good. And his pit window is going to be in the next lap. Really, really, really good there. And we're boxing Lewis this lap. So Lewis should get a nice cracking lap in into his pit lap and get back out in front in P2. All right. So we want to see if Leclerc, and we're going to push Russell here. So he put in a flying lap to his pit stop. All right, so let's burn those tires with George Russell to his pit stop. So he puts in a flying lap. Leclerc now in the pits, and Lewis is going to be going in behind him. There we go. For our pit stop with Lewis Hamilton. Come on, pit crew. Work with me here. Work with me here, pit crew. 2.7. 2.7. Work with me. There we go. 2.7. There we go. Here comes George Russell now to hit the straight. And we want Lewis to get out in front of Russell. Yep, we're going to put in is go to pit orders for Russell. We're coming back to mediums for him. And we'll have to cut to harvest here.
Yes, box.
Yep, and we're burning away.
Just charging the pack.
All right, Hamilton exits in P2, right in front of Russell. Great. So we're gonna cut him down to standard. As for fuel, cut that to neutral. How much time did he gain? Nope, didn't gain any time.
Just gonna be some lift and coast.
All right, so with Russell, we're hoping to get Russell out at least behind Carlos Sainz is where I'm looking at. So let's go overtake for the final lap.
As well. Coming.
And we could go a little harvesting with Hamilton as is. ERS is really low.
Just charge the pack.
What tires? Alright, so Russell on his old mediums. Leclerc went to mediums. Verstappen went to hards. Here comes George Russell now in for his pit stop. Let's keep a close eye on. Yeah, Sainz in them is going to pass. Yep, he's going to come out about behind Yuki Tsunoda, P11. Where he's going to come out. Yep, behind P11 is where he's going to come out. Hamilton harvesting. Yep, here comes George Russell behind Yuki Tsunoda on his exit. We're going to cut those tires down and cut that fuel back down and cut back that down to neutral. Right, so he's within DRS on Yuki though, at least. And he did gain a good amount of positions. So that's good.
We've had a big crash here.
Big crash? Who crashed? Who crashed?
Let's take a
And why would they why did they crash after we go to pit? Oh man. Mick Schumacher.
That crash is terrible news for the team.
Ooh. Alright, I doubt that's gonna be a virtual safety. Doubt it. So our drivers continue to drive at good pace and at good speed. We need to harvest some ERS. Watch those sectors. Leclerc is now 8 seconds in front of Hamilton. So I don't know what's up with Lewis Hamilton here. He's not as fast as we'd want, so we're going to cut him up to aggressive on those tires.
Let's push.
And let's cut Russell up to aggressive so they pick up the pace.
So use those tires. Yeah, copy, all good.
Daniel Ricciardo involved here.
He's behind us at this moment.
Dear, dear.
Nasty spin.
The car's just gone.
He's behind us anyways. Russell ERS now full. We're going to cut that up to neutral. And we could start attacking now with Russell.
Copy.
Alright, so let's work on some of these laps with George. He thinks he pitted before Lewis Hamilton. However, Hamilton is on hard and he's on mediums. His mediums are going down fast. The rest of the pack is on hard. He's going to be coming to hard in the last lap. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to go aggressive with Russell and see if we can pick up some positions. Alright, so Bottas right here, and we should have DRS on him, and we'll see if we could close him down and get by and then go for Gasly. Alright,
so you have overtake.
there you go, Russell.
Copy.
Attack. There we go. Get in there, George. Get in there. There he is, right in there on Perez, on Bottas. Beautiful overtake from George Russell. Get in there. Now he's after Pierre Gasly.
Who broke your game here?
Let's go. Let's go, George Russell. Let's go. Go get Gasly. There we go. We're within DRS. We could watch that. We could watch that. Beautiful overtake. Down the inside for a three-way battle, and then he just closed out Perez, and then he just closed out Bottas. Beautiful drive.
Moving up a position. Just incredible maneuvering.
Awesome double overtake there from George Russell.
Back in the garage, the team absolutely loved it.
Let's go. All right, so we're now charging down here Gasly. We're gonna harvest once that zeroes out, because we are within DRS, and we're gonna cut it to harvest. So harvest a little,
charge your pack,
but we're gonna keep him firing up those tires. Keep him firing up those tires. Lewis Hamilton is out in P2 all by himself, and he's just driving normally on his way home. But we want to get Russell at least up to P5 is where we could get our George Russell. Fire it back up. Same portion of the track that we overtake a while ago in the slower part of the track, where we're going to be pushing Russell here to get around Alonso and Ocon. As Gasly has got them, then we could go hunt down Pierre Gasly. Alright, here comes George Russell all over the back of Alonso. What's up with the timing screen? Why is it saying that I'm so far behind him when I'm right there? I'm right on him. But the timing screen is saying that I'm outside of DRS. What's up with that? Don't know what's up with that, as Russell now goes down the inside.
So watch out for DRS.
All of his DRS.
So charge a bit the pack.
Charge now. I don't know what happened with the timing screen there. Must have been some kind of glitch or something. How much laps do you fit in those? 7? Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of charging of the pack. Let's speed it up for a few more laps. As you can see, he's trying to squeeze by here Ocon, who's also trying to squeeze by Gasly. Russell is trying his best to squeeze through them. They're on harder compounds. He's on medium, so he's trying to squeeze those mediums through. Not just yet, using that ERS. Now DRS. Around the outside. Going for a freeway. Nope, not today. Alright, no problem. We're going to keep our ERS nice and tight. Here comes George Russell again with ERS. Trying to go around the outside. Not today. Now we're going to cut up to overtake.
Overtake.
To the slower portion of the track. Alright, here comes George Russell now. Along the inside swings George. Down the inside of Ocon. Should be able to push him off. Push him off. Beautiful drive there. Gasly basically blocked that line. But we have DRS again on Gasly, so we should go around here. Ocon came back around the down the inside on Russell as he was slipstreaming under Gasly. So he didn't pick up Gasly, but Ocon was like all over him. But here comes Russell trying to get around Gasly. Alright, what I'm going to do is going to cut to harvest here. The reason why I'm somebody crashed. Yellow flag.
Yellow.
Who crashed out? Tsunoda.
Here's the replay. Now let's look at this. The focus on Tsunoda. They lose it
just
there.
spun.
That's the
Okay.
spin.
Tsunoda spin. He's behind us, so no problem to us. But we're going to charge with Russell here for a few laps to let him sit in that DRS train behind Gasly while he charged. Alright, so Russell has overtook Gasly. Let's watch that overtake as we did not see it.
Now let's look at this.
DRS while he was
Russell.
charging down the inside. Nice overtake there. and starts to move up to go get Alonso. So we'll have to now push
Gaining a
him
position there.
to
They
go
make it
catch
look
up to
so
Alonso
easy.
and them.
That was a big
Great
moment.
overtake from
The
George
team are
Russell. So we're going
clearly
to be pushing
delighted.
it to go and catch up to Alonso with Russell here. We're cutting up to neutral. There we go. Who's that? He's getting back marker, so he should get DRS off Mick Schumacher there, I think. Right? He seems to have DRS for some strange reason. Why have he moved out the way? Russell should get DRS off of Mick. Down the straight. Let's see if he does. No, he did not, but we are within his pit window now. Alright, we're going to cut him up to overtake, and we're going to push him now for his pit window.
Overtake will be available.
To his pit window. Or to his pit stop. We're going to let him push as much as he can. He's now within his pit window. Here comes George Russell.
And there's the
Fastest lap. And down the inside on Alonso. Close him down. Tighten up that corner. And we get the position. Beautiful overtake. Beautiful from George Russell. Let's see if he can defend from Alonso. He's trying to come back with DRS. Great defense. And we're cutting back to neutral here. And let him just push those tires as much as he can. Push them, Russell. Push them. P5 is where we're looking to finish with Russell. He started at P19. We're going to add some speed to his pit stop. Alright, so Russell now to his pit stop. We see Alonso going in for a stop. So we want Russell to box this lap, so we're going to push him as fast as he can.
Overtake as well.
As fast as he can, and see if he can come back out in front of Alonso. Will be really, really nice. So we're going to let him fly here. Use everything you got, Russell. Everything. And see if he can come back in front of Alonso. Lewis Hamilton has picked up the lead. Seems like Leclerc has pitted, and we didn't even notice that Charles Leclerc pitted. But Hamilton has picked up the lead, 3 laps to his pit window. And we're going to burn those tires on his pit window as Leclerc is just right on him. Alright, Lewis. Russell's now going to be losing grip on those tires, but we want to see...
Struggling with tire temps at the moment.
Yeah, we want to see just make it to the pit. Just keep going to the pits. Russell. Don't crash out. Hold that car on the line to the pits, bro. Safety car, safety car. Safety car. Somebody crashed out and it's a safety car. Oh no, it's a safety car. Somebody crashed. It's a safety car. Let's go to pit with Lewis right here for those mediums. It's a safety car. Let's watch. Kevin Magnussen crashed out. It's a safety car. That's going to be great for us. Ooh, look at that. Again, hits that barrier. And this time around, it's a safety car. Safety car. Safety car. Here we go.
The team had such high hopes today.
Safety car deployed. Lewis Hamilton. Come on, Lewis. Safety car. George Russell now in for his pit stop. Hopefully he gets out in front of Tsunoda and them. Here comes Tsunoda. He did not get out, but he's gonna close back up. He's gonna close back up. Lewis Hamilton is not gonna get out in front of Leclerc, but he should definitely get out way in front of Bottas. Let's see, Sainz. Let me see. So Leclerc is the only one who's on fresh hard tires at the end here. So we're going to pit with Lewis for his fresh mediums, which should be good enough to go to the end of his stint. All right. George Russell went to pit. We want to cut him up to aggressive, or cut him to standard on those tires. Keep them nice and warm. As for fuel, we want to save on fuel. As for ERS, we want to harvest with that. Right. So now, a good amount of them have not gone to pit under the safety car. As you see, Verstappen did not pit. Sainz did not pit. So P2 is secure for Hamilton. Russell have an opportunity here
Charge the pack.
to catch up.
Yep.
Russell have a awesome opportunity here to catch up. Russell, let's take a
Now let's
look at
watch
that.
this. The Alfa
Valtteri
Romeo involved in this one.
spinning on.
That looked
Oh,
like a very nasty
oh,
spin.
nasty spin under the safety car there from Bottas. Just a few seconds up the road from George Russell, who we want to catch up to that safety car so bad. So bad. All right, safety car. Slow it down a bit, safety car. Russell is almost there. All right, so safety car is going to be going in this lap. So we're going to bring back our tires now up to standard. So they get warm up. And we're going to bring back our fuel up to balance. So they get warm up.
Think about less lifting coast.
And right when the safety car goes in, we're going to go overtake. Right when the safety car is going to go in this lap. This is the lap that it's going to be going in. All those cars that didn't pit it, they're going to go to pit.
In this lap.
Yep, Russell has caught up to the pack. Safety car in this lap, so we can get ready. So once it zeroes out, we're going to go to overtake. You see those tire temps. All right, we're nice and up to temperature, so we can go aggressive on the tires. Go aggressive. And we're going to go overtake. And
Safety
the
cars in
overtake.
pits.
Safety car in the pits.
Coming.
And we're back to regular racing. Great opportunity here for George Russell to pick up some position. As all those cars that are in front of Russell, only cars in front of George Russell that are on fresh tires is Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton. That's it. Everybody else will make another stop.
Overtake press. Overtake press.
All right. So we're going to push. There goes Russell around Alonso nice and early. Nice, George Russell. Lewis Hamilton right on the back of the rest of them. With that overtake. Oh, Hamilton running wide. Why did he stop though? Oh man. Was that Hamilton? Yep, Hamilton run wide.
Oh, they've run wide.
Man, Lewis Hamilton. Come on. Get back in there.
Overtake.
Get back in there. He's on the mediums. Running wide there. At least he didn't lose any position to Gasly. So that's alright. George Russell. Alright, we're going to cut them down to neutral on this lap. There we see Verstappen now going to pits. So even Russell should pass Verstappen as he goes to pits. Let's go Harvest. Yellow. Harvest. Even Verstappen, even Russell passed Verstappen. Tsunoda, Ricardo went to pit, and we got all of those positions. All right, all of those positions we got. They did not pit under the safety car. Oh man, this is going to be exciting. So it looks like we're going to be getting both drivers on the podium here. That's how it looks. Alonso behind Russell. How far is Alonso? 1 second off. Right, we're going to charge and we're going to let our drivers drive. Another car just run wide. Lewis now up to P3. Sainz will have to go to pit.
They've gone wide.
Gasly running wide there. Let's watch that.
Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly.
Ooh,
Oh dear,
just a little wide, and he stopped. I hate it when they go wide and stop. I hate it. I like it when they go wide and continue. All right, when they go wide and continue, that's what I like to see. When they go wide and stop, crazy. All right, so we're harvesting. Hamilton is up to harvest as well, so we can cut him up to neutral. As we harvest with Russell, we can cut him up to neutral here. All right, so Hamilton pulled away from Bottas. No DRS. Russell all over Ocon. Sainz in the pit. Sainz in the pit. So Bottas in the pit, Ocon in the pit, and here comes George Russell. Should be picking up all of those positions. All of it. All of those positions. Hamilton tire deck is not looking too good. So we want to cut him down to standard. So his tires are right on the mark. His tire deck is not looking too good to go to the end. So we're going to cut him up to standard. And we're going to let him run from there as George Russell is now in P3. All right. Russell tires are looking good to go to the end.
Now pitted.
And there we go. All right, so Alonso all over the back of George Russell. We want Russell to now pull away from Alonso, get out of DRS on Alonso. So we're going to add a little bit of speed to it. George Russell still behind Lewis Hamilton. Alonso sticking with Russell. As you can see, Lewis' tire deck is looking good now, looking like he can make it to the finish on those mediums. But there's Lewis up the road. And Alonso and Russell is basically gaining because Russell is bringing Alonso along. All right, Perez is about 5 seconds behind. So for George Russell, we want to cut him up to attack. But I'll do that in a few laps. For now, we want to let him continue to build his ERS up. Who locked up? Somebody locked up there. I don't know who it is. Another car run wide. Sainz run locked up, but he's way behind. Let's watch out. Carlos Sainz locking up. Ooh. Yep, and ran off. And he continued. I like it when they run. If they run off like that, they continue instead of stopping before continuing. I don't like the stop part at all. All right, so George Russell, we're gonna have to push him a little more than what we're pushing him already. So we're gonna bring him up to attack, and then we're gonna spin for a few laps. Let's see if he can pull away.
We've had a big crash here.
All right, so big crash from our engineer. Russell still behind Lewis. Alonso sticking with Russell, not giving up. Schumacher again, wasn't it? Oh, it was Magnussen before. Yeah, it was Magnussen. And it's the same part where Magnussen crashed. We see Tsunoda coming to crash. Not Mick Schumacher coming to crash here. Same spot where Magnussen crashed. Yep. No safety car or no virtual safety car here though. But we're gonna keep pushing. Let me go overtake with George Russell and see if we can pull away from Alonso a bit.
Yeah, overtake.
See if we can close on Alonso. Let's see, can we? No, we cannot. He's gonna have DRS down this straight. We are pulling away, but he's gonna have DRS down the straight. So we're gonna cut to harvest on George Russell. And what I'm gonna do with Russell is gonna go for push fuel, as he's gaining on Hamilton. So we're gonna tell Hamilton to push his fuel as well. And then we're gonna speed it up for a few more laps. Let's come back at about lap 60. All right, so something happened. Mick Schumacher basically held up Lewis Hamilton. I don't know what happened. While I was speeding it up, Hamilton had his lead, and then I saw them come up on Mick Schumacher, who is right behind Perez here. And Perez, there he is, P18. So I saw them both came up on him, and he just basically slowed down Hamilton, completely slowed him down until George Russell and Alonso was able to catch up to Lewis. I don't know what happened, but they caught up to Lewis. They were able to catch up to Lewis. All right, so we're gonna cut up to neutral here.
So no need to charge the pack.
So we're gonna speed it up again a few laps. All right, so nope, they're not pulling away. So I don't know what we're gonna do to lose Alonso here, but we'll keep trying. We'll keep trying, guys. Yep, there we go. We're pulling away now. There we go. We pulled away. It worked. It worked, guys. It worked. And we're going to have DRS. Hamilton is going to have DRS on Russell. Nice. Nice. Fastest lap, Lewis. All right, we're going to cut you back down and give back Russell the position. We just wanted you to pull away from Alonso. We're going to go light on your tires. We basically want you to have DRS on Russell, so you stick with him. There we go. And we're going to go neutral on our ERS. Neutral on our ERS. All right, so Lewis should have enough to stick with Russell as they both pull away. And we're going to speed it up for a few laps. All right, so we see multiple car collision here. Yellow, yellow. Which car crashed?
Was that a crash? Multiple cars, I think.
Multiple
Let's have a
cars,
look.
they said. Let's
We're
take a look.
just watching the Red Bull.
Red Bulls. And Mick Schumacher, who I tell you has been just devastating. Look at that.
That's
And
the
Mick
contact
Schumacher again,
there.
he just
Oh, there's
destroyed
chaos on the
the
track.
Red Bulls race. I told you he blocked up Hamilton earlier on. I don't know how. When he should be he should be removed, man. He should be removed. But Perez got the penalty for him. So they're blaming Perez for that one, not Mick Schumacher. But we'll continue to push for a P2, P3. Looking good. And we're going to the end of the race, so let's speed it up. All right, guys, we're at lap 69, and apparently Lewis Hamilton has dropped way back, and Alonso is like all over him. He has fresher tires than Lewis, so I expect him to be all over him. So it looks like Lewis will be dropping from P3 here. We're gonna work with him to the best of our ability. That's why sometimes I don't like speeding it up, because I don't see actually what caused Alonso to catch up to Lewis here. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut to harvest.
Just charge that pack.
We're gonna cut to harvest, and we're gonna let Alonso go in front of us. All right. The reason why I want Alonso to go in front, because I want when it's time for that final lap, I want to be able to push with my ERS for that entire lap and possibly overtake back Alonso if he gets in front. All right. So we'll just have to manage Lewis' tires here for him to the end. All right, so because Alonso is gonna have DRS on him now, his tires are basically dropping off.
Where's dropping a little bit?
Yep, they're dropping off, so we're gonna cut him back down to light.
Okay, copy.
Can we change tires?
Nope, not right now, Lewis. Good defense there from Lewis on Alonso as we harvest. 2 laps to go. Keep at it, Lewis. Just 2 laps, man. Just 2 laps. Here comes Alonso with DRS on Lewis. We can't cut up to defend there. We're a bit too late on that defense, so we'll stick to charge. And let's cut up to overtake. I doubt we're gonna be able to put any challenge to Alonso here, because our tires are basically done. Hamilton tires are basically done. So what we want to do is make sure we don't lose any more position with these tires. That's what we want to do. So we're going to try and keep him behind Alonso so he gets DRS down the straight for our final lap. All right. George Russell doing good out there in P2. He's going all the way home. Lewis Hamilton, Verstappen 7 seconds away. I doubt Verstappen will be able to catch Lewis for that final lap. So we'll just keep him cruising with DRS behind Alonso here. Keep that overtake up on him. Keep him pushing on fuel so he can make it to the line at P4. We'll take P4. We should have gotten P2, P3, but it didn't happen. So we'll take P4 with Hamilton. He's still going to be leading the driver championships, and we should continue to lead the constructors championships as well. Let's wait and see. All right, so it's down to the wire right now in the driver and constructors championships. We don't really have a big lead where we could say, yeah, we got this. No, we don't. All right, we're gonna go deploy on Lewis. Let's see if he can get Alonso on the line. He does not have the tires to do so. George Russell on his way to the finish line. Leclerc has already finished his race. There goes George Russell on the way, crossing the line. Beautiful drive from Russell. Here comes Lewis Hamilton, right behind George Alonso. Great drive from Leclerc. There goes Lewis crossing the line as well. All right, so great race. Let's speed it up to the podium finishes.
We have checkered flag now.
Thank you so much.
All right, there we go. George Russell celebration. Let's enjoy that.
And here today, George Russell making British motorsport proud. Never have a team been more deserving of a podium. Everyone must be ecstatic. And right now, it's the British driver who proudly takes his place on the podium. You've got to say it was a solid drive from all three of them up there. A fantastic showcase for Formula One. Mercedes once again showing why they're one of the biggest names in F1.
Absolutely. I imagine it'll be pats on the back all round, and deservedly so.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
All right, so we managed to hold our lead in the constructor championships, but as I said, it's down to the wire, guys. It's down to the wires. You would think that it would be easy, but no, it's not. It's down to the wire. All right, so there we go. Lewis Hamilton managed to pull in the fastest lap there, so that's money for us. George Russell getting P2 as Charles Leclerc gets P1. All right. As for the driver championships, there you see Charles Leclerc right behind Lewis Hamilton. George Russell moved up to P3 in the drivers' constructors. There you see we're in the lead, but just by a small margin. So we'll continue to see if we can hold to the final race. All right, we didn't get to put in our rookie driver, so he did not get any bonus points this time around. I forgot to put him in, that's why. But yeah. So there we go. Money lost, money gain. That's basically going to be it for this one. Let me know down in the comments if you like this style of the editing. Use code word income to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video. Really appreciate you guys who watch the full videos, for all your support. Remember to smash that like button. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Well, good guys. Bye.